We're here at KRUI. This is the first day of Mission Creek Festival, and look around you. We're underneath the big bow of the Hancher.
I hope it doesn't collapse and it falls on us. That would be bad.
I hope it doesn't sink. But
It's a boat.
yeah, we're about to go in and check out everything that's going on. So we'll see that. That peaked the mic. What's your guys' name?
That's the bunny.
I'm the Mission Creek bunny.
And my name is Grace.
The magician.
The magician.
Grace the Great.
Oh,
Why does your name tag say Ellie?
Misprint.
Misprint, for sure.
Misprint?
You can see it says bunny underneath.
It was an accident.
Okay, that is true.
So.
So how's the festival been so far? What are the vibes like?
I've already cried,
Hell yeah.
which is a good thing. And I've already felt like a part of my community, which feels really good. There's so many fun people here who I haven't seen in a little bit. So I'm feeling good about it. What are you feeling?
If Glab's here, I'm happy. That's my motto.
I've heard her say that before. That's true.
How many times
At least 7 to 8. Today.
today?
What can I say?
Big Glab fans around here.
Big Glab fans?
Yeah.
Everyone the Glabsters.
Okay, but why?
Why? Do you want to take this one? Glab fan number 1?
Okay, it actually is funny because we were talking about you on the way here.
We really were. It's not a lie.
I love John. Wait, are you getting this?
Yeah.
I love John Glab because he is liberated. He dances like no one's watching.
You're making the mic go crazy.
He is a leader. And he is my son.
I'm a real big fan of the safety precautions that he takes when out in public.
Hell yeah. What acts are you guys most excited for Mission Creek?
Single file!
Single file is gonna be pretty phenomenal. I was really excited about Hanif, and that one's done already. But I'm also very excited for OCs and Indigo, and also Arm and Hammer. Pilata's gonna be really great. It's Pilata's last show ever, which is kind of crazy.
In Iowa
Oh,
City?
ever.
They're
Ever.
not
We have to
gonna.
go crazy.
I thought they
they're
had a
not gonna
couple
be
more sets after
together
that.
After this, I don't think. Yeah, this is their last tour. So it's exciting.
What has Hanif been your favorite so far?
It's a toss up between Hanif and also Hanif. So yeah.
My favorite so far has been Glab.
Yeah.
I don't know what I brought to the table. I feel like Hanif blew me out of the water.
So, let's walk around and see who we can talk with. Let's go.
All right, what are you guys' names?
I'm Jeffrey.
Jeffrey?
Regina.
Regina? Are you waiting in line for Hanif right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you guys are well acquainted with his stuff. What's your favorite?
I'm like fairly acquainted. I actually really love some of his poetry. There's a ode to Elliott Smith that's like really good that I would suggest a lot of people read. And there's a certain chapter in A Little Devil in America called On the Performance of Softness, which is about both the Wu-Tang Clan and the connection between violence and love with masculinity.
I haven't read much of his work yet, but he has a website or like series where he has solicited a bunch of writers to write about different pop songs and albums from 1968 to 2005 that I think you introduced me to, that I do have my students in rhetoric pick out essays and read and kind of discuss in class.
Are you a professor here?
I'm a graduate
Instructor at all?
instructor. Yeah. What
do you guys is this the main thing of the festival that you come to, or are you gonna go to other stuff?
I think we're gonna go to the other stuff.
Yeah.
Like not tonight because we're tired, but tomorrow and Saturday.
What are some of the other things you guys are excited about?
I'm excited for some of the lit walk readings, some of the music acts. I'm gonna try and make it for Indigo de Souza probably, and one of our, I guess, colleagues, M. Denny has a show. She's a local artist.
For me, like the only thing I can remember right now is Indigo de Souza also. Just because it's Thursday, my brain is like at the end. This is the end of my work week and it's, yeah.
Still in a weekly grind mode before we can like relax. Yeah. Anything else or?
Oh my god. I'm excited to see Morgan Parker on Saturday. Yeah.
That's about all that I was planning to see, I think.
Okay. Wait, tell us your name.
My name's Sam.
Y'all want to go around?
Sure, yeah.
I'm also Sam. I'm also Sam.
We got. we got 3 Sams. Yeah. How'd you all get named that?
I think Prairie Lights named us, right?
Yeah. They actually. This boss. Is this gonna be public? Because you can't. The Sam thing needs to stay on the DL.
Oh, it does. With I mean, you can sign a non-disclosure agreement.
Oh yeah.
And then I can just like.
Actually, yeah. When we say our names, if it could like, beep. Yeah, that'd be good.
We can do that, yeah. But what are you guys out here doing?
So we're just selling some books. We were here for Hanif's reading.
Yeah.
Selling books. People were really into it. People loved the reading. We sold a ton of books. So it's
Oh,
good.
yeah. How's been manning the table? Has it been stressful? Has it been fun?
Not at all. We've just been talking music for like
Yeah, that's actually
45 minutes.
Yeah.
We wanted to ask Hanif about Pavement, but we didn't get the opportunity.
I found out through Twitter research that Hanif likes Pavement, and I was like, I'm going to talk to him about Pavement. Didn't get my chance. I missed him completely.
You didn't wait in the line that was just down the balcony there?
I did, and then they made me leave because his time ran out or whatever. So
He was at the very end of the
I was
line.
at the end of the line.
Have you guys caught any of the shows inside?
The rain was incredible.
I have not. I'm going to be going to a bunch tomorrow.
I haven't caught anything, and I'm leaving for Ohio tomorrow. So
So Sam, for you won't be able to see anything?
no, I will not. The other Sams will see them for me.
What are you guys excited for the next 2 days?
I'm super excited for Arm & Hammer. I can't believe that they're even in Iowa. It's like, I don't know, I'm super pumped for that. They have a new album that they just made that they're only selling physically at their shows. So I'm really excited to try to get one of those if I can.
How about you?
Nada El Shazli at Riverside. She does like noise over these old Egyptian tapes. And I think that's dope. It'll be at Riverside Saturday.
Anything else you guys want to say? Or
No, I mean, I think I'm good. I love Mission Creek. I've seen like so many good shows in Iowa City the past year specifically because of Mission Creek. So I'm just like grateful every year that it happens and that they keep getting like amazing acts. So.
Should we plug Prairie Lights?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we're here on behalf of Prairie Lights where we all work.
Come to Prairie Lights.
Come to Prairie Lights, yeah.
Buy some books.
they're extremely creative in the books they produce, but they lack any creativity in naming their employees. That's what you found out today. What's up? We're at the Hancher. We just saw El Rain perform, and it was I don't know. It was a lot. It was quite good. But we got the chance to talk with her earlier. KRUI's Pauly did. So here's that. Check it out.
Yeah. How are you? How do you like Iowa City so far?
I've only been here. So I haven't experienced very much, but tomorrow we actually get to hang out and spend time here. So I'll know more tomorrow.
Okay. You had some issues with the setup and sound check. Did you get that figured out?
I did get it figured out. I feel like it's always like the first day of tour where you're just like, what is going on? What happened? I think something got messed up in the flight, but we figured out what it is, which is like, that's the first step. So now, yeah, we kind of got it fixed. But yeah, it's always something. You always have to be on your feet on tour.
Do you have any like rituals that you do to prepare for a performance? Anything you have to do to get ready?
Nothing really. I like right before we play, I'll usually kind of go out on stage and just like hang out and just get a sense of the crowd and the stage, which people are always very confused about. They're like, why are you just standing there? Oh, Dad. It's like, why are you just standing there? But yeah, I don't know. I think it's important to kind of this sounds so woo-woo, but like to understand people's energy and to see how people are feeling and who's out there and who's responding to what. It's all part of the performance to me.
Do you have any like sort of venue that's your favorite to perform for?
Ooh. Honestly, no. There's no specific kind of venue. I would say that I usually get more nervous when I have to perform in front of my friends. So I sometimes don't like that because it's really scary because I really respect and love them. And if I bomb, I have to see them and they're going to tell me. So yeah, I would say that's my least favorite kind of environment to perform in. But yeah, we perform in lots of different spaces and I love the variety.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Right. So for your last album, I saw some of your like videos, your visualizations for that. What's the process of making those?
Oh, that was fun. That was actually Ben over there. It was his idea to put a GoPro on a dog, basically, and to see the world from the dog's point of view. And so we talked to a friend of ours to basically find some dogs around where he lived and to record them just kind of like walking around and doing stuff. And then we saw all the footage and then we talked about like how to split it up and how to edit it because we needed something for like all the songs on the record. And so we thought like, yeah, we'll just have a dog walk around for a really long time.
And going with the dog, what's the meaning of like the dog motif to you?
That's a good question. I get this question a lot, and it's fair. It's very fair. I started noticing that in my lyrics there were a lot of dogs that would appear, like on Fatigue, on Kill Self, for example. And it ends up, I realized that it ended up being like a metaphor for things that I care about, things that I love, because I really love dogs and I have a dog now. And so I was just thinking about like breakups and like what it means to hurt people that you are close to. And I wanted the title to be really evocative and to kind of like hit you. Like I used to hate saying the title of the record. It like made me feel really bad. But I don't think that music always has to make you feel good. It just has to make you feel something really strongly. So yeah, that's a little bit of what I was thinking.
And going into like the feelings, it's a lot of very complex, just the relation between like the inner self and the outward self. How do you, like what are your methods for like making that come across in your music? If that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I think that has become very blurred. I feel like when you make music about like your personal life and you perform it live, like it ends up being kind of like a mix of the two, and people will come to me and talk to me about like really just difficult times that they're going through and really like just really personal, difficult things that are happening in their life. And we kind of like connect over that. So it ends up being even more blurred. It's like my inner life and outer life are combined, but then it's also combined with all these other people's inner and outer lives, which is scary sometimes. and really nice other times.
So would you say that like those kinds of complex feelings and like loss and grief that come through in your work, is that from a place of like catharsis or connection, or what is that for you?
That's a good question. I feel like, yeah, I think it ended up being that. I feel like it started out as just like, I don't know what to do. This is all, I make music. I didn't really think about it. It's like, I have these feelings, I'm going to make music about it. And then I realized that it ended up being like kind of therapeutic for me in a way. And it's hard because it's like you're constantly reminded of like the hardest moments of your life all the time. But then also, you know, there are moments of peace where you're like, okay, I've made peace with this happening and I know how to deal with it more. But then sometimes on like really tough days, it's like, oh man, I can't escape this. Like I have to think about this a lot. So yeah, there's good and bad elements of it.
No, that's beautiful. Where do you like, I guess, draw the line in between like what you put, like your personal self and your outer self? Where is that like boundary for you in your work?
You're asking a lot of good questions. Been thinking about this a lot lately, honestly. I don't know. It's kind of a work in progress. I feel like I try with lyrics to be vague in a way so that I know what I'm talking about and it makes sense to me, but other people can just like see themselves in it. And it's not so specific to me, even though it really is. But it is hard for me. I'm like generally mostly a shy person and like to just kind of be in my own little bubble. But I've chosen a life that doesn't really allow for that very much, which is good. Which is good in a lot of ways. And yeah, sometimes it's also really tough for me because I'm just more of an introvert.
Yeah, that's nice. So you recently started working for the public space in New York. What is your position there exactly?
Oh, so I started working for this organization called Performance Space New York. Oh, that's okay. It used to be called PS 122. It's in the East Village in New York. And it's been around since the early 80s. And it supports performance in all of its different forms. There's a lot of theater, but really interdisciplinary performance. So there's music. We support fashion. There's music. There's already said music, but there's like video. There's installation. There's talks. There's workshops. There's so much. And I just joined as the artistic director, so I'm kind of like leading the program and working really closely with artists and dealing with fundraising. And yeah, I just joined maybe 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, not that long ago. I'm kind of losing track now. But yeah, it's been really great, and it's really cool to be able to, be on the road and play music, and to also not think about myself and to work on other people's think about other people's artistic practice and to support that.
How do you see that work as like an art director and a curator coming into your work? As like, 'cause I feel like your music is a lot about just connecting different ideas together, making like your own collection of sounds. So how would you say that your job, I guess, influences you as a musician?
Yeah, I feel like I've thought more about how my music influences my curatorial work, but not the other way around. And I'm starting to think about that more. I think. Yeah, I honestly have to think about that more because I feel like it does kind of flow the other way. Like a lot of times we'll just gather a lot of sounds, like you were saying, and you have to like comb through them, make decisions about how to treat them and where to place them and what to do with them. And I guess some of the things that interest me as a musician are the same things that interest me as a curator, or I ask questions in the same ways. But sometimes it does kind of feel like there's two of me. Like I kind of sometimes I'll forget in the moment. I'm just an artist, and I'm like, oh wait, I know how to approach this because I've dealt with this with another artist in my curatorial life. So I kind of have to remind myself that sometimes that it's the same, that it's just me.
Yeah, so are there any like kinds of pieces or any particular piece even that's really stood out to you as a curator?
It's hard to single out one thing. Right now, I've been thinking a lot about a performance by Beverly Glenn Copeland. It was the first performance that he ever had in the US, really, which is kind of insane. And yeah, I've just been reflecting on that performance a lot lately and how much that meant to me. But it's hard to choose just one. It's like choosing a favorite child or something.
Do you have any, sorry, do you have any other like mediums of art that you like to do? Anything besides music?
Not really. I've recently discovered that I don't really have any hobbies, and that makes me really sad. I need hobbies, but I just work all the time and like write music. Now music has become my work. So yeah, I need hobbies. I don't know. What do you guys do? I'm trying to like figure that out. This has been like a real existential crisis. Honestly, you're like really pinpointing all of the things I've been thinking about a lot.
I don't know, there's always like crocheting.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I was
fun.
thinking about crocheting.
Yeah.
Do you crochet?
Yeah, it's fun.
That's amazing.
You can make
Okay.
little like stuffed animals.
I never realized I still don't know the difference between like crocheting and knitting.
Me neither. Well,
Okay.
I guess there's two sticks.
Yeah.
But
Oh, okay.
I think that's it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just start crocheting or something. That seems like a really nice hobby.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very relaxing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are with the radio here for the university. You were also in radio in college, right? What was that experience like for you then?
Oh man, college radio. It was like my whole life, really. I made all my friends there. We took it really seriously. Some of the things that we like built and did there are like still around like a billion years later because I'm old, which is pretty cool. I started throwing my first concerts there and digitized a lot of music, so I like learned about a lot of music. I did my first artist interviews then. Just like so I feel like so much of my life happened because of college radio, and I'm still friends with a lot of people that I did radio with.
So that's like kind of would be part of like growing up in Brooklyn, that like music scene. How has that music scene and everything that you've been involved in just made you the musician now, I guess? I know it's a very broad question.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people that I made music with as a much younger person, are still like in my life and around, and still play on the records, and I still play in their bands, and like the like I guess executive producer of like the records that I've released as Lorraine actually was like one of those people. He lives in LA now, but we met in Brooklyn. And there's also just like a lot of bands and a lot of like figures from that time that are still around that I still really look up to. I'm thinking of like Ava Luna as one band who I used to like really, really admire, and now, they're friends or they'll help us with things. They're part of our community. I feel like it's like still a very big part of my life and then like our collective lives.
So going into like the collective, how do you like meet these people that you work with now as Lorraine, and then how do you, I guess, collaborate together?
Yeah, well, I met one of them at a parade by accident. It all was like kind of circumstance, honestly, because I tried really hard to find people to make music with, and it didn't really work. I felt really isolated, and I didn't really find the right people. I couldn't really find my tribe. And yeah, I just kind of like stumbled into the people that I work with now, and like especially like Ben Chapeteau Cats was like a huge shift in like the project, and really kind of like got us playing live and like having a real band. And I met a lot of people through him, and yeah, a lot of people through Andrew Lappin too, who's the executive producer on the records and stuff. But yeah, I think about this a lot of the time, because I'm like, man, if I like just didn't go to this thing, or like wasn't there like at that exact time, my life would look extremely different. I would be friends with entirely different people. It's just like I happened to be at this place at this time, and that's why, which is kind of crazy that like the difference between like being there 10 minutes later would like mean that I would have different friends and have a totally different sound probably, or like I don't know, it's kind of crazy to think about.
And then what's your style of like collaborating together? I guess how do you make music together with that?
I think of myself as being like a really horrible collaborator, because I feel a lot of pressure, I think, as like a woman musician, as like a Black woman musician, to like I don't know, be self-determined in a way, but I also don't want to make music in a vacuum or make it alone on my own, so I have to be collaborative also. So I'm always kind of like being pulled in these directions of like trying to be super autonomous, but also really wanting to collaborate, which is not a good place to be in. But basically I kind of come with ideas. I write songs, I make demos, I have ideas of how I want them to go, and I send them to Ben and to Andrew. And I'm just like, hey, like what comes to mind for you? Like, what do you hear? How do you want to approach this? And then usually we'll take like a day or a couple of days to really just envision like what we want the record to be like, and like what we want to do, and like setting the tone and setting intentions. And yeah, and then we just kind of like bang our heads against the wall for like many months until a record comes out.
Then a lot of your records are like longer songs split up by very short clips of audio. How do you determine, I guess, what gets clipped and what goes into a song, and what that whole process is?
That's also a great question. It's just kind of like a gut feeling. Like you can kind of tell, like I kind of feel like songs kind of know what they want to be, or ideas know kind of what they want to be. And sometimes if you're working on something in a particular way and it's not working, it's like it's because it's not supposed to be that way. So you just got to make it do something else. But it's really just kind of like a feeling where I'm like, okay, I think there's enough of an idea here that it can be extrapolated over like the course of 4 minutes. Or sometimes I'm like, no, this is the full idea. That's it. And it's just kind of like a gut instinct. Yeah.
That's very nice. Yeah, anything else you're excited for? I guess if you're here tomorrow for Iowa City, you seen any of the shows?
Yeah, I'm excited. I have to look at the schedule actually, but the full lineup looked really amazing. And I'm really glad that we get to hang out. This is like very rare to be on tour and to be able to actually like have a day off to see things, which is pretty sick. I can't wait for that. And then also I'm trying to like, I have to like fix my setup. So I have to go to a music store.
Essentially, this is just saying this. Hey, this is Lorraine, and you're listening to KRUI, and it's from Iowa City.
Perfect.
And you can just say it to the microphone.
Thank you for writing it down, because I can never remember them, and I feel really silly. Okay. Hi, this is Lorraine, and you're listening to KRUI. Okay. Hi, this is Lorraine, and you're listening to KRUI 89.7 FM, Iowa City.
Perfect.
Yay.
Hello, here we are with Robert. And yeah, what are your thoughts on Lorraine right now that we just saw? I feel that we're just
They're so good.
it was crazy. Like I really like just mentioning how you like the lighting on it.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I was just saying that because y'all are taking photos.
Oh yeah, that is true.
But just incredible musicians.
Oh,
Just
definitely.
on another level. Always appreciate someone who screams.
That is true. We need more screamers.
Yeah.
I think like the way implementation of all the effects on the vocals, like how well is thought out. I think it was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with their drummer too.
Oh, insane stuff.
And I don't know what that synthesizer was, and the person who played saxophone and was just playing everything.
Yeah. I think that too.
Really impressive.
Really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, here for Video Zine, KRUI, forever. KRUI over here with the Video Zine. We had Kembrew.
Hello, how you doing?
Doing good. What about you?
Pretty good. Just dropped in for the Neko Case show at Mission Creek Festival. And nice to be talking to KRUI.
Oh, definitely. We're here at KRUI. We just came out of the Lorraine show.
Uh-huh.
Crazy stuff.
Oh, man, yeah. My wife was doing other stuff with the festival. She's the editor of the Iowa Review, the literary journal here. So she was like hosting some French people who came for the festival. And so I was at home with the kids. Now I'm here.
Nice.
Sorry to miss the Lorraine show, though.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
what
don't
can you
care.
do?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. What
Uh.
can you do? But super excited for Neko Case right now.
Yep, totally. Yeah, longtime fan. I've followed her for like 25 years.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time that you heard about her?
Yeah, I mean, I saw her like back in 1997 first, like when I was living in Western Massachusetts.
Oh, wow.
Her first album.
Nice. Do you have like a favorite song from her?
God, it just keeps changing, so I'm not going to commit to anything.
Makes sense. I understand that feeling. Anyway, here on the KRUI.
On the spot.
I did.
Yeah.
Right, we gotta do that sometimes,
Sure. Oh, I know. I'm joking.
Anyway, here with the Video Zine, Kembrew, KRUI.
Rock on.
Rock on.
Awesome. Hey,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We at KRUI, we couldn't really get past the lawyers of Neko Case or whatnot, and we weren't really able to film in anything, but I don't know, we'll walk around and ask people their thoughts and feelings on the show and get it that way. So check that out. All right, what were your thoughts about Neko Case?
It was really nice to see Neko Case. I saw her in 2005. It's at the Angler, and so at that show, she talked about the last time she was here, she played at Gabe's, so now she's come full circle. And this guy was in the womb during that show, so it was pretty fun.
What was the change, or how much has it changed in the last 19 years, like their performance?
That I don't know for sure because I've only seen her twice, but yeah. But it was a good show. It was less energetic maybe this time around, but that's just how things are right now. So, yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
Go Hawks.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So Elliot was telling a story
Yeah.
about I'll have a question. So Elliot was telling a story about how he ended up getting his name.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah, we hadn't decided what his name would be, and she signed our CD, Elliot, and so that pretty much sealed the deal.
Neko Case did?
Yeah.
That's dope.
So maybe she decided for us.
How does it feel that you were named by Neko Case?
It feels great. It's awesome.
Did you feel like a special connection in this show with it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. For sure.
How so?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Really depressed.
I
gotta catch up with Mom.
Okay.
Are you coming with us?
I'm just
gonna walk back.
Thank you. It was. There were a couple songs at the end that were super nostalgic because I do remember my parents like playing them as a kid, and I honestly didn't know that they were by Neko Case, and hearing them live was pretty dope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
KRUI Video Zine. You run sound for you run sound for the show, right?
Well, you know, I'm the sound engineer for Hancher, but for this particular show, I ran sound for the reading, and then one of our union stagehands, Alex, ran sound for Lorraine, and then the headliner, Neko, which is frequently the case, brings her own sound engineer. So I was just assisting him, making sure he was happy, making sure the system was working well, that kind of thing. So
it was a pretty chill night overall.
Yeah, it was great day, great. Everything went very well today. So
easy day at the office.
Yeah, everybody was good. Everybody cooperated, got along. So yeah, very good.
Anything else?
No, hope come again, folks.
Video Zine.
Yeah. Could you clap into the mic real quick?
Yeah. Hello.
All right, that's probably good.
Okay.
So how's tonight gone for you?
It's been amazing. The build came together in ways that I didn't even expect. Some fun backstage stuff. Hanif and Lorraine like hanging out, and Lorraine actually mentioned that a lot of their music was inspired by Hanif's writing. It was just like one of those magical Mission Creek moments. So it's been really good.
Yeah. Get to see all like the behind the scenes things too, kind of like in your position.
I try to stay out of the way, but it's fun to eavesdrop.
Yeah. Does it feel like relieving having all these months of work kind of come together at an event like these today and for the next 2 days?
Yeah, it's really easy when you have like a team who does everything for you. But yeah, it's been great. Yeah, just that encore from Neko was like all the songs I wanted to be the encore and like wrap up the first night and send us into the rest of the festival. It's been awesome.
Oh, yeah. Anything else you want to say, or?
No, man. Just enjoy the fest.
Are there anything specific you're looking for the next 2 days, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely see Sunny War tomorrow. She's gonna be incredible. And then Saturday, just looking forward to dive into like the craziness of the free stuff, ice cream, the lit fair, the music at Trumpet Blossom and Reunion. It's gonna be awesome.
You got Brian, one of the curators of Mission Creek Festival.
Yeah.
This time the headliner wasn't as drunken and rambling.
It's true. That's true. Can't confirm.
Yeah, can't confirm. Just do it. We just got done at the Hancher. Neko Case finished their set, and yeah, that was a wrap to day one of Mission Creek 2024. We'll be out here again for tomorrow night. It's going to be all around the sprawling metropolis that is Iowa City. We'll be here for that, so we'll check that out.
Damn, these dumbasses.
They didn't realize it's a boat? This place got flooded. That's why it's a boat and there's fishes everywhere. Can you do something for me? Can you hit the rich flex for me?
That was awful. Shut up. Kill yourself.